Satisfactory. The game I was told that is exactly like Factorial, but it's in 3D. Now, have I ever played Factorial? Fuck no. You know why? This game's never on sale. Like, I have seen so many sales go on Steam, but does this game ever go on sale? No, it doesn't. Now, have I ever played this game? Yeah. It was way back in the beta game, but it was a bit chaotic. So I wanted to go back and, give it another solid attempt. Because what the fuck? So that is where we're at. And with that, we're gonna go do a proper playthrough of me not fucking everything up and ruining everything. I'm just gonna do a little tutorial before I start going because I know how to play this game a little bit, but this is iron ore. So there's two different types. Well, technically three. There's normal type as well as impure, which I'm currently looking for. And there's current other pure. So those depend on, when it says impure, it's a quality of iron. But this is something that I need to mine to create new things and stuff. Like, there's a bunch of different elements throughout the world. Like, sitting here, actually mining it, you get the base iron ore, which you will take and you will craft into different things. But you basically need to go to a thing that's basically a craft bench that will allow you to craft iron ingots. And as you're crafting them, you can end up crafting other of the standard parts such as iron plates, iron rods, and other things. But just to give a heads up, because I know what I'm doing, but I wanted to make sure everyone else knew what I was doing before I went to go actually start to play through.
Separation from main transport complete. Group A delivered to Calistian region. All pioneers functional, initiating dispersion.
Wait, does that mean multiple people are flying down?
Attention pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program.
Save the
A
day.
Fixit pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like
during
you.
the beta.
Fixit. Short-term solutions to long-term problems.
I don't think they had like really much of an intro.
Initiating planetfall. Atmospheric entry in 3, 2, 1. Beginning aero assist. Drag within acceptable parameters. Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun. Activating retro propulsion. Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer.
I'm
Acceptable.
only accepting it. I don't like the graphics are so fun. Maybe it's because it's all about the render as soon as I load in.
Congratulations. You are the 3rd in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, A-B-B, in the binary system of Akicha.
Only the 3rd?
Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding.
Where?
First
fixes the
contact safety
graphics.
tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna.
And to
Adhere to
disassemble
Fix-It
that.
procedure and equip the Fix-It Ink Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone.
Give me some bushes, please. Thank you.
Next objective. Dismantle the drop pod. Fix-It incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
That. See, originally it gave you like one big block, which you could use.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fix-It, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
So no eating food. It could be poisonous. I mean, that makes you worse. But no, before they gave, instead of iron, it was like one big item that you get for the hub. Now it seems to give you 10 pieces of iron, which you need 20 to make. 20 to make the hub. Which I think you can make multiple hubs, maybe. But I could be wrong on that. I'm just gonna go get iron, as that's kind of the most important piece of equipment. Yeah, equipment, totally. Very legitly. Oh, the most important resource. But no, technically it wouldn't be the most important resource, because there's copper, sandstone. I guess iron's like the most basic resource. Especially with these fuckers around.
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features interrupting previous message for higher priority message.
I should not have done that, but we're balling. Big balling.
Next objective. Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near-future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fix-It does not pay by the kilometer.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna mine this out until I get a full inventory. And when I get a full inventory, I will be right back after that.
3 hours later.
You know what's really funny is you assume that that was an actual 3 hours. It took me like fucking an hour and a half to do that. It was actually terrible. I have many regrets. And my PC is heating up and it might crash. So, this is a bit of a problem. At which point the game is broken. And I'm saying this, future editing, it broke. And it kind of froze. So I need to go restart my PC and go figure out how to fix this. So I will be back when that happens.
What follows is a brief construction montage.
At which point we place this down. And at which point I sit here for another hour and a half. Okay. So I'm going to spend the next few hours smelting it down because that's how much it's going to take. At which point I will be back when it's smelted, you know, to kind of show you kind of how long it takes. It takes like an hour. And then I'm going to be crafting it all into iron plates.
Montage. What follows is a brief construction montage.
At which point we are here, and I kind of realized my audio got fucked up. This is post-edit, post-recording. My audio is completely gone. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. But to give you kind of a heads up, I made all of the iron plates and rebar that I needed. But then I kind of realized, oh, hey, I have to go get copper. So I'm going to go, well, I go and go grab copper, as I was not the smartest boy. Or, not smartest boy, smartest guy in the world. And then at this point, I actually realized something. So I played this game about 3 different times where I've launched it to try and, get into get into it. I realize each single time you launch and you land, you actually land in a different location. Because where I put my base now, or where I built the hub, is actually on the opposite side of where I did it last time. And I will definitely grab this power slug. Not that I would be keeping it because I wanted to completely fill my inventory with copper. At which point, um, I spent many, many hours. I'm not even joking. I took this recording when I recorded this live, and I spent for 4 hours of me just hitting this rock and hitting the point of getting all the copper, smelting it down, turning it into copper wire, and then turning it into going back to get a second load, which took like another hour, then turning that all into fiber wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and we're going to skip all the way ahead until we get to the finish point of this, because this took a long time, and since my audio is really fucked up, I'm not going to try and force you guys, so I will be right back when we're done.
3 hours later.
And we're back. So I made all the wires, made all the copper wires, and then I kind of realized that I messed up because I need what is it called? I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's gonna bother me. Limestone, I think it is. And without limestone, that is going to be a bit of an issue because I need limestone for sandbags. Not sandbags are basically used. I think they're sandbags, or there might be concrete. I forget which one's which. But I will be. So I'm basically kind of cutting this up because I'm not able to hear anything, and it's not really fun. Most of the time I spend just sitting here grinding, which was not the smartest time. But I will be back when we are done with this. Okay, be right back.
Soon after.
And now that we have this crafted, we're just gonna spend some time crafting. Oh, it is concrete. I thought it was sandbags. They look like sandbags, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Just making the bare minimum, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fully upgrade the hub. That was kind of my goal, is to get the hub set up and get that fully maxed out. And then kind of do the next episode when I have everything set up. Because that way I can just go in, build everything, and kind of see how that goes. But based off how my luck is looking, it's not going to go very well. I still don't know what I did to fuck up my recording. I recorded it so long and all of it just got screwed. And of course, like, I'm almost, like, I sat here, and I'm going to be completely honest, I sat here for like 7 hours in total of just sitting there mining. Now, I kind of realized post edit, I'm an idiot. I could have made that a lot quicker because there's like portable miners and other stuff. And I could have made like 4 or 5, at which point I could have, had 700 fucking ore where I didn't have to sit there. Because sitting there and mining, like in when it, like for example, right here, where I'm mining in pure limestone, it gives me one single ingot. Well, not ingot, but one single ore. So instead of doing that, I could have made like 6 of them, and I could have not wasted my time sitting here mining. Oh, I'm shaking. I'm really angry at myself because I could have done that, and I could have, maybe not done it, because when I'm trying to edit this, as I'm editing this right now, it just took me 3 days to kind of get through all the recording because holy fuck, am I stupid? But what happened is happened, and you know what? We are going to make do. Oh, because I just kind of decided to say screw it and line the limestone just a little bit and just get like the base amount so I could finish the hub upgrade 6. Because once hub upgrade 6 is done, at which point I am kind of basically done all of them. And then I can kind of go off into the fun aspects of all the conveyor stuff. But oh, the what a day this was. And you can even tell now, like me not editing this and like cutting it down. Like I left my PC running. I sat there getting one ore at a time, and I was gonna do this with my like sitting there and getting all the limestone, as I did like the copper and the iron. But then I was like, screw it. We are just gonna not do that. I made it a second executive decision of not doing that and being dumb. Now, of course, I will be honest, I kind of explored the hub because this is a completely new hub compared to everything. But with that final upgrade, now I can move on to tier 1 and 2, which we will be going through next episode. However, actually, I think I want to do base build. Okay, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Um, the thing that I wanted to say was kind of going through and looking at some of the stuff. Like, I haven't actually explored the hub too much, which we're gonna do in next episode, where I'm gonna fix my recording, fix the audio problem. Like as I'm going through, I know there's customized. There's this actual game that I actually sucked ass at. I didn't know what I was doing, so I was like working really hard to like solve this puzzle. Do everything, and then I kind of realized that I kind of screwed myself here, and then I kind of just gave up, sent it off. Like, I'll look into the game more, maybe next time. But with that, there was going to be basically, I'm going to try and do 2 series. One of them is going to be Room World, which I suck really bad at, and the other one's going to be Satisfactory. So I'm going to be trying my best to keep a consistent schedule, but this is going to be the main first episode. The second one's going to be, I'm probably going to say Room World is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go take a big recording on that and kind of look at that. And then I'm going to go back to Satisfactory. But with that, I'm going to say thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good rest of your day. See ya.